Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of a series I hope that actually does take off. It's going to be called the Storytime Saturdays. I'm just going to talk about some of the old stuff that happened growing up when we were playing games and all that. This first one's going to be about the old school Halo LAN parties. And the funny thing about those was back when we would have the LAN parties at my mom's house, I would actually bring like my TV and my Xbox, and we'll hook it up to the my brother's LAN system that we had set up there. And it was kind of cool because we weren't always in the same room. Like we'd have people on his TV in the family room, and in my old bedroom, we would have my TV set up, and we'd play that way. We'd have like 4 versus 4 or whatever we can do. But this one right here, that's absolutely hilarious story. Uh, I'm not sure if this actually happened at the same time as I think it might have happened with my TV also, but this story here is actually pretty funny. It involves my brother-in-law. Uh, Everyone just still laughs about it to this day. But what it is now when we would play, my brother, my nephew, and one of our friends would be on his TV, which is a 55-inch TV. So he had a pretty good setup. He could see just fine. Wasn't that hard to see multiple screens as like the 4-player and stuff like that. But what sucked is that we were sitting on a little 21-inch TV. So imagine trying to see 4 screens on a little 21-inch TV. That was like the most pain in the ass ever. But what it was is we were playing, so it was my brother, one of our friends, and our nephew on his TV, and maybe it was 2 friends. I don't remember exactly how many people were there. I think there was 4, definitely 4 versus 4. But it was okay on my brother's TV. My brother, my nephew, one of my nephew's friends, and our friend on his TV, and on the small 21-inch, it was me and another one of our nephews, another one of our friends, and my brother-in-law. And we were playing, and if I remember correctly, it was my brother's old TV, so the color was starting to go out, shit looked really fucked up, and everything like that. And what the funny thing was is they would just literally just hand us our ass because it was hard for us to determine who was who because the color on the screen was off and stuff like that, and it was getting frustrating. But the whole funny part of this story is that we would have the doors shut, so there wouldn't be any part of anyone coming in to see where we were and then go back and say, okay, they're over here. No spying type shit. But the whole thing that was really funny about it is that my brother-in-law was getting really, really, really pissed off because he couldn't see and shit like that. So on one of the rounds when we finally lost, he goes over to he like kind of throws his controller on the ground and says, fuck this. Gets up, like rips open my old door, goes to the family room where they were on the big TV and pretty much almost kicks the goddamn door in and fucking, now get the fuck in there, yelling at all of them to go play on that little piece of shit TV at the time. And everyone in the room was just like, what the hell? Because they said that he came in, his hair was like going all over the place and shit like that, and he was just screaming his ass off at him, saying, get the fuck in the room and you go play on that TV. We'll come out here and play on this one and actually win. And I don't remember if it actually did happen or if it was like my brother saying, oh man, this is my TV, you guys go back in there. But the whole thing about the LAN party with the Halo, that was probably the funnest thing to ever really do, and I kind of miss doing stuff like that. Yeah, but there's nothing really else to actually talk about with this story. It was just one of those funny times with that story. But one of the other things that was really good is, like I said, I would sometimes like take my TV over to the house so we'd have a actually good looking TV and all that. And the one time that we put the TV in the back of my brother's rodeo at the time, we put the TV back there, and we started to leave, and all of a sudden his truck did like a really weird jerk. And we're like, what the hell was that all about? Didn't really think anything about it. And then we got to my mom's house and stuff like that. We grabbed the TV out, and I'm like, okay, wait, something's not right here. I looked at the cord. Somehow, the cord to my TV got ripped off when we were bringing the TV over. And then we sat there, we're like, oh shit, was that what we thought it was when the thing jerked? The cord somehow apparently must have gotten trapped under his tire. So since it was in the door, it couldn't pull anything else. And when we just started moving forward, we ripped the whole entire cord almost out of the TV. So we go back to make sure. We drove back the same exact way and was looking all over until we got to the cul-de-sac where my house was at. And sure as shit, right there in the middle of the cul-de-sac was the plug to the TV. All frayed and everything. My wife comes out and goes, what are you guys doing back? And I was like, we completely ran over the cord to the TV, so as of right now, we're SOL on a TV because we don't have any power cord for it. Oh, but since my brother was really good at rewiring stuff, he rewired the cord up to the TV and all that. So the TV was actually still working, which was good, but we didn't fix that till like almost a week later. I think that's what it was. I don't know. I don't really remember. All I can remember is just some of the Halo LAN party things that makes me laugh. But yeah, like I said, this is hopefully going to be a whole new series I'm going to try and start. And it's going to be like the Storytime Saturdays, like I said. This one's going to be a little short. Maybe about 7 minutes. Maybe a little less. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed it and listened to me ramble on about some of the funniest shit during LAN parties. I'll probably get a hold of my brother and see what else we could talk about. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about after this, it might be about my brother and me playing Street Fighter 2 on the old SNES. And that's just going to make you guys laugh even harder. But I hope you enjoyed this story and my little rambling. And hopefully this continues. Later.